Hi, my name is Jane Willcock. I am the Senior Registrar and Museum Operations Coordinator at the UQ Anthropology Museum. One of the key elements about working with a collection like this is that our knowledge is fragmentary, partial. It's so important to have the input of researchers in the academy as well as in the community to help us assemble stories. The story I'm going to tell about these spears is frustratingly fragmented, but the spears are here as part of a fairly extraordinary life story. The name of the man who collected these, we have it. He was very good at talking about himself. But what we don't know is who made these, what they would have been called where they were made, and what they would have been used for. But luckily, the man who collected them, incredible at talking about himself, so we know these details. His name was Arnold Weinholdt. He was born in 1877, a sort of small town between Warwick and Toowoomba. He came from what we might call squattocracy, very wealthy business and landowners. He was educated at Eton and returned to Jundarian Station, where he assumed work on the land. Got a bit bored quite quickly, so decided to just pop over and fight in the Boer War. I cannot stress to you what a big moustache this man had. He was the ultimate in empire. So as a young man, he was 22 at the time, he went over, fought in the Boer War, bit disappointed. His dreams of glory were dashed by the fact that he spent most of his year of duty in hospital. When he returned, he ran as a Member of Parliament, so as a state member for Fassifern, even promising to move to the district if he got elected. His opening campaign speech, delivered his speeches, cleared the floor, opened up a boxing ring, and then invited all comers to go 3 rounds with him. Not only was that successful in that instance, he continued that throughout his campaign and was elected. This was the 1910s, that worked in those days. So he served as member for Fassifern and then only left that position when he decided to challenge the sitting Prime Minister for the federal seat of Wide Bay. It's important that how he expressed this was he sees this in service of empire. He explained to the residents of Fassifern that this was his duty for the seat within Queensland and for the empire. He lost. His response to this was to go lion hunting in Africa. We know that he went to Namibia because that's where he got mauled by a lion, and he went to Botswana, Angola, because it is written on this spear, and where else did he go? Zimbabwe. Then at the time that there was an invasion of Ethiopia in 1935, I missed his First World War service. He did First World War service. In 1935, he went back to Ethiopia as there was an invasion by Italy. He, as a 48-year-old, serving as a war correspondent. 58-year-old, sorry, I got my maths wrong. As a 58-year-old war correspondent for the Courier Mail, he just popped over to Ethiopia. Wrote prolifically to promote the cause of rescuing the African continent. Tried to raise support. Volunteered for the Red Cross and arranged for the transport and removal of people away from front lines. Still waiting to be called up. At the start of the war, he was 58 years old. When he was Then when he was 60, he sort of just decided to enlist himself as a reconnaissance officer. He was leaving Sudan for Ethiopia, leading a group of locals, and was last seen in 1940 wounded after a raid. He'd been on his expedition for just over a week. So a couple of years later, the UQ Anthropology Museum opened. These spears were part of the founding of the museum, donated by his wife under her remarried name. She did not.